I'm live, okay? So don't say anything you wouldn't want the viewers to hear. Will you see if I'm live? Will you check YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah, you are.
Ask any questions about SEO. Okay, guys. We are live. We are going to be interviewing Louis Vandervalk. Should be awesome. Let me just pull up and make sure I'm live. Check my channel. Talking junk removal with SEO master Louis Vandervalk. Boom, I'm live. Dun, 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 dun. Let's most people are probably working, but we'll see how many live viewers. Going live in T minus 10 minutes with Louis Vandervalk. But for now, you guys can ask any questions if you're here and watch me eat delicious ramen. Can you get me something to kind of like just raise this? Like those things, those brown things, or anything? Just flip one of those buckets up, upside down. Yep. All right, guys, we're gonna have Louis here in a few minutos. What's up, RL? RL Stein, Goosebumps, or what? RL who? Because I loved me some RL Stein back in the day. That's who does Goosebumps, right, babe? RL Stein. Man, I missed it. Oh, I was gonna buy that. Remember, I told you I was gonna buy the Goosebumps, the one that I vividly remember reading, the one with the green hand. I'm gonna buy that just for like collecting or memorabilia, nostalgia. All right, guys. This is, hey, will you grab me one of the Shin ramen so I could show them my so guys, I make the best ramen. Well, my lady makes it now. But if you guys want Junk Guys Nashville, thank you. Thank you for saying that's Carson, I think. Nice reaction video. I'm glad you liked it. Do you charge for leads mentoring? Dude, you can call me for free. I wish more people understood this in my channel. There's a booking link, and if you click the booking link, I give 15 minute free calls. It can be anything. I do 15-minute free calls. I'm trying to help you guys out. Like, you can literally ask me anything related to junk removal. I'm not going to give you relationship advice. I'm not going to teach you guys how to find the love of your life, although I probably could because I'm a master of that as well. Manipulating women to fall in love with you. Just kidding. Anyways, guys, this is the world's best ramen, Shin ramen. If you put some steak, some mushrooms, some onions, I swear to God, this is the best ramen. I've tried at least 20 different ramens in my life. But we're probably not going to get many live viewers. Join if you can, 10 a.m. Probably not going to get too many live viewers because it is Friday during the day. People are working, but Louis will be here. Let me get the invite momentarily. Let's go give him the invite link. It's 9:51. Join. Sitting. But yeah, big boy, you can book a free call with me and I would be happy to give you advice. And I have tons of videos on how to get free leads and paid leads, and how to do some smush. Man, it's still, where is it? But my secret is because it's so hot, I always have ice cold water. Take a sip of the water so that I can take the hot bite. Because it's so fucking hot and I'm too impatient to wait. And then I do another ice cold drink so my mouth is freezing. You can see the steam is like fucking steaming. but from the ice water, I can hang. So we got 7 viewers. Guys, if you have any questions, anything about anything, doesn't even mean about junk, just ask. We got 8 minutes until Lewis comes in. So, hey, I hear going live in 5 minutes with Lewis Vandervalk. Hey, I hear myself, babe. Turn it down. I can hear myself. Babe, you don't need to watch me live. You can come watch the real thing. You can come out here and watch me in person. You don't need to watch it on the TV in the bedroom. Okay. We got 9 viewers. RL, you've inspired me to take a shot at junk removal. I've been watching the last few months. Watch the last 2 lives, and last night we're going to see the video. Yeah, I know, right? I'm sorry about that, but junk removal is still the hardest, easiest money I've ever made. Let me explain. It is not easy work, but it's not easy work. It's hard, but it's the hardest, easiest money I've ever made. It requires work ethic. You can't be lazy. You got to be willing to do things. It requires work, but I guess in terms of like getting into it and the skill level, like you could just jump in. You don't need to like learn how to do welding and shit. Like you can just jump in and start making money. But if you work your ass off, you can make great money, but you got to work your ass off. But it's pretty easy to get into. So, dude, don't be uninspired, be inspired, because I'm leaving so I can build software so you guys don't have to pay $225 a month for scheduling software, you know? So my goal is to help home service business owners. In the first year, I'm going to be grinding, trying to help junk removal business owners with the best software, junk removal, then dumpster, and really honing in on that. Junk guys, far from retired. I sit on the computer 24/7 coding now and working on software. But yeah, but it is it's a change of pace, not doing junk removal. You know, it's completely different. You know, sitting on the computer is much different than running operations of a junk removal company. Your business number, I don't know what you mean, but you can book a session with me in my video description of all the other YouTube videos. There's a booking link on my account. It's a Calendly, and you can schedule a call with me. Yep, I definitely want to try your software. Yeah, guys, I'd really appreciate it. And you know, I want your honest feedback too. And remember, when you use my software, be honest. And also remember that we're launching an alpha. It's going to take from alpha to beta to public. So from alpha in February, hopefully we're like ready and rocking and rolling by July. So March, April, May, June, 4 months, you know, beta. By July, we should be really fine-tuned with your guys's feedback and finding bugs and, you know, helping us fine-tune the software. That's how software is. You launch alpha, you launch beta, then you're like, okay, we've been in beta for X amount of months. The software is ready to rock and roll. We can really open it to the world and go public. Not public on the stock market, that's later, but public out of beta software. No problem, big boy. And how many people? We're at 14 people. Oh shit. Okay. We got some people. Lewis Vandervalk should be here soon. Elias, what's up, dude? Happy for your sales. Sad though. I really enjoyed the videos and motivation. And guys, now that I sold the company, I'm going to be even putting out more content. And then CRM related content too, showing you how you can use our CRM to grow your business. How can you use our integrated marketing tools to reach thousands of customers? How can you use our integrated phone system to really track quality of your leads all the way down to the Google ads, to the CAC? Like, we're going to make it dumb easy, so easy that you can be retarded. Sorry, that's probably a bad word. I take that back. So easy that it's just going to be easy. Okay. We're going to really make it easy. There's a lot more stuff coming too. How's the pricing for alpha? Alpha is going to be cheap, man. It's going to be like $29 a month. And then we're going to bump up the software to $49 a month for beta. And then eventually, when we have all the bells and whistles, and a year from now, one whole year from now, we're going to probably go to $99 a month. It's they can hear you. Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, I was getting to that one. I eats the butt. That they probably heard that. I eats the butt. I eats the butt says, I don't think I've ever watched more lives than yours. Yeah, man, I appreciate it. Lewis should be here in 3 minutes. But like I said, guys, this is the world's best ramen. Oh, yeah, guys, hit the like button. The people who join alpha will get grandfathered in. Yes. People who join beta will not. Alpha is more of a guinea pig thing. So yes, hit the like button, guys. Subscribe. All that cliche bullshit, please. I said, but you get grandfathered in. So if you join alpha, you will be grandfathered in at 29. However, you need to understand alpha is seriously alpha. There's going to be bugs. However, we will be very responsive because I'm going to be living. The customer service will be phenomenal. We'll fix things immediately as soon as we can, within minutes, within an hour. You'll be able to reach me immediately. And I am me and my business partner, we are the programmers, and we also have a team, a small team, a couple other people helping us. But alpha, we're only limiting to like 100 people. But the thing is, alpha is alpha. It's going to not have all of the features. You're going to have to go through alpha, go through beta, and stick with that $29 a month plan. But once we'll get there, trust me. Like, I know what I'm doing, not to, toot my own horn, but I have been building software, and I'm really excited to build this awesome software. But yeah, alpha people who are willing to gamble, not really a gamble at $29 a month, but like maybe the software isn't okay. Actually, maybe the software isn't what you expected right away, and it just takes, some tweaking to add all the new features. At least you came in at the $29 price. You'll be grandfathered in. Can you integrate with HouseCallPro? Can you integrate HouseCallPro's app? Yeah, importing customers, no problem, easy. But let's get Lewis here. Lewis is here, 9:59. He's early. What's up?
How's it going, my friends?
What's going on, my man? Okay, so Lewis, usually I hit like 50 to 100 live viewers, but as you know, we're during business hours with the junk people who are probably most likely working. So we're probably not going to get as many live streamers on this one, but hey, maybe this video will go viral.
I had a couple people reach out and they're like, "Man, I'm so bummed that it was during work time, but I'm still gonna come in and watch the replay."
You know what really sucks for everybody else is if they made this live, I was going to give away something. I'm giving away a dump truck on this live.
No way.
A whole lot. No, I'm just fucking with you guys. Yeah. I'm just kidding. So what's up, man? I have my little intro real quick that I'm going to read, but let's give it 2 more minutes. Let's give it 2 more minutes of just bullshitting to let people kind of come in. And I know you have something going on at 11 a.m., right? So I'm going to try
that canceled. So,
okay, so
we got a little bit of time.
We go over, it's okay then.
Yep.
Okay, cool. Right on, guys. So Elias, to answer your question, I'm just going to go through these questions real quick. If you guys have I'm going to say, if you guys have questions for Lewis, let's save it. Let's give a few more people a few more minutes. I'm in to see him. We are live. Let me go to my Discord, everyone. Okay, so Elias, sorry, I keep yes, you'll be able to import your customer data. We're working on figuring out if importing job data is going to be worth alpha or beta, definitely in the future. But importing job data from Workies and HouseCallPro, there's a lot more variables that come into place, such as invoices and pricing, amount due. There's just a lot more stuff to import with jobs. And I got to look and see if HouseCallPro and Workies lets you export your jobs. I know they let you export your customers. So importing customers, no problem. Will your platform eventually support the cleaning industry? Immediately, we're going to build a couple of features that will actually let you use it as a cleaning CRM as well. Reoccurring billing, reoccurring jobs, reoccurring invoices. But you can absolutely use it for cleaning. However, we're going to start targeting the cleaning industry and really building features. Probably a year from now, 6 months from now, we got to really focus on dumpsters and junk removal, then dumpsters. Box of wine. What's up, man? How you doing? Did you bring a box of wine? Are you getting crunk on the you getting drunk on the live or what? We got RL from RL Stein, Goosebumps. What's up, RL? How you doing? Yeah, sorry guys. There is going to be a dump trailer giveaway, and we're going to talk about the dump trailer here in just we'll get into that, guys. Actually,
I thought you were pulling another one out.
if you saw the registration page for the live virtual event, you probably saw Louis Vandervalk's photo on there 3 times in a row. So if you put 2 and 2 together, you know that Louis is going to be kind of like participating in this live event. We'll talk the details about that because Louis is doing something cool with us, which is really exciting. We'll get into that. But it is 10:02. We got 18 viewers. Nice. Not bad. Not bad. 18 viewers for, during the day on a Friday.
Where's this streaming, Andrew? Because I'll share it as well.
So let me give you the link. You want me to just send it to you on Facebook?
Yeah, that'd be perfect. And then
I also shared it on my Facebook wall or Facebook news feed.
Brilliant.
And I'll
drop it in my group as well, and I'll tag everyone.
Yeah, you stream on Facebook, but that's because you have a lot more Facebook people that follow you on Facebook. Yeah. Okay. 24. Holy shit. We're famous. Like, come on, guys. Hey, guys, also hit the like, subscribe. We're going to dive in. We're going to talk a little bit about websites, SEO, junk, all that stuff. If you have questions for Louis, please ask them. Put them in the chat. I'm going to ask my questions. And then, after some of my questions, I'll go to your questions and we'll just go back and forth. Bada boom. Bada boom.
I just tagged everyone in my group. So,
yep. Awesome. So, big boy, do we got to be at the event to win the trailer? You have to be at the live streaming event. Yes, you have to make it live. You can't watch the replay. You do not have to come to the in-person event, but you have to be at the live event because I'm going to figure out how to raffle it live. I'm sure we'll figure something, but yeah, it's going to be cool. It's going to be awesome. Halo Junkies taking a lunch break early. I appreciate it. Okay. Nice. Let's get started and then hopefully some people join in. But Louis, thank you for being here today.
Excited to be here, man. This is some cool stuff out this year.
So I'm gonna read I got just a little blurb. I don't know everything about you, but I kind of know a little bit from stalking you on the internet. We have Louis. He runs Blue Crocus Solutions as of now. He's built, guys. This is my little intro for Louis, so pay attention, okay? And I want you to give some likes and thumbs up if you like this. He's built an incredible and very respectable, probably the best reputation I've seen in the junk removal industry thus far. I've been keeping an eye on the Facebook groups for a long time now, and I've only ever seen good things said about Louis. So if you guys aren't familiar with Louis, he is very popular in the Facebook groups. He's very well known, very well respected. He helps people with their junk removal website. He'll get into all that stuff, but SEO, all that stuff. And if you were to add up all the Facebook group members today across all the groups, there's probably 70 to 80,000. Yes, there's some cross contamination of people between the groups, so that gives you an idea. Louis also has his own Facebook group that I think you're coming up on 5,000 members now in your Facebook group, which is incredible. Yep. And you can correct me after this if I'm wrong when I'm done. But Louis also, I believe, ran his own junk removal business, and we'll figure out what he did with that, whether he sold it or whatever. And he's transitioned into serving other junk removal business owners and has become one of the most well-known names that I see tagged over and over again. I know he's a mastermind with building websites. He does SEO. And I remember, Louis, when I first came across your how to start a junk removal business video when I was getting into the business. It was JRA and Workies. Lee Godbold did his $1 million presentation. And that's what inspired me. I was like, holy shit, I can turn this into $1 million. Then I came across Matt and JoJo. And then after that video, I immediately saw yours. So I knew about you from day one. And it's cool to how much I've grown and come and have built relationships with you awesome people. It's crazy. So I found you right at the beginning of my journey, and you were a part of that inspiration too. It wasn't just Matt and JoJo. It wasn't just the JRA presentation. It wasn't just Ricardo. You were also in the mix. So you are one of one of the people that was there for me as well. So thank you so much. And without further ado, we have Louis Vandervalk from Blue Crocus Solutions.
Boom, 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 boom. I love it, man. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you just fine. Can you guys hear all of us okay?
And that's definitely a bit of an ego boost at the end there. I appreciate the intro, man.
I mean, you've built a solid reputation, and I know you know the saying. I don't know the exact saying, but reputation takes years to build reputation and 1 second to destroy it.
Man,
so reputation is everything you have. If you fuck over one person, you're done. So reputation is probably the most important. And I guess, you could say the same about no, not really. Never mind. But reputation is probably the most important thing that you can build that can never be taken from you. And you have built that reputation. That says so much about you. The fact that I constantly see use Louis. I'm like, shut up, people. You guys are annoying. Okay. Stop tagging. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, man.
Very grateful for every tag, guys. It means the world.
Yeah. And I want to remind you guys, if you have questions, ask them in the chat and I will go down that list. So even if we'll get to your questions eventually, so just ask them and I'll put them up just like this. Right. Just like that. When we get to your question, just like that. Hello, Andrew. How you doing today? I'm doing great. Thank you. Two top vatos. Thank you, Domingo. What's a vato in Spanish again? Is that homie? Vato?
I'm going to do a quick Google search here.
Vato in Spanish. Let's see. What is he saying?
Dudes, guys or dudes.
Oh, dudes. Okay. Yeah. Two top dudes. I'll take it. We're the dudes. He's a dude. She's a dude. But yeah, anyways, Louis, thank you for joining us. And how are you today?
Man, I'm awesome. I'm excited for the year. I'm excited for the stuff that we're gonna kind of chat about here today. Yep. And it's been a journey. We have built a reputation, and I feel like I'm on the inside, right? And so I always feel like we can be better. And this year we're actually rolling out some of the things that will make a difference for people. I know everybody says that, but we've Eddie Claros is on here. He's a client of ours, and we just rolled out some tracking for him that we're going to be rolling out to all clients, and it's a game changer, man. Because now it keeps us accountable, and it also keeps our clients accountable. Because all the calls are recorded, all of the leads are tracked from every possible place, and it's a big deal.
And I can't wait to dive into a little bit of what the future holds, because we're going to talk about the event. Then I'm going to ask you my questions that I always ask everybody at the end is, what are the plans for the future? But we'll get to that later. We're going to start at the very beginning. And I don't want to spend too much time in the very beginning because, we want to get in a little bit into technicals. We want to teach people a little something, like we're going to ask you some SEO stuff, blah, blah, blah. But I do want to know first question is, did you run a junk removal business in the past?
I did. Yeah. So I'll give the like snapshot view of my life up to this point. So I grew up on a farm, went into construction right out of high school, did roofing, did drywall, did mudding, did all that fun stuff, concrete work, installed pools for 4 years, went to school, got a degree in mechanical engineering, did that.
You have a degree in mechanical. Okay, smart guy. I love it.
Well, I got the degree.
That's really cool. That's impressive considering where you're at. Like, that's awesome. Keep going.
Yeah. Got the degree, got married. We had a kid. So I got married while I was getting the degree. We had a kid like 3 months after. And I was like, this working for someone else thing sucks. And so I started Blue Crocus Solution in 2019, of August 1st of 2019. And so it's always been SEO. It's always been websites. In 2021, a local junk removal company reached out to me and said, hey, I'd like some help on SEO, website and whatnot. I took a look at his stuff. I said, here's what you got to do. Here's what it's going to cost. He was like, oh no, that's crazy. Like that's just never going to work. And at the time I was working with a buddy of mine that I'd met through university, and he was working with Blue Crocus Solutions with me. And we looked at each other and we're like, all right, I guess we're just going to start a junk removal company. And so we did. So we started the junk removal company. He was the boots on the ground in the field because I had 2 kids at that time. We've got 4 now in the last 4 years. So it's wild here. So I have to make sure I balance my time. And
a kid a year.
My wife's a superhero.
Yeah, that's a story in itself. We might have to get your wife on here with you sometime and just be like, how?
Okay. We ask ourselves that every day. We look at each other and we're just like, how? Yeah. But so there was a lot going on. So I was never in the field. I was the marketing. I was the force behind marketing. I did all the networking. I did all of the SEO, built out the website, all of that for the junk removal company. Was involved in that very heavily for a year. We did giveaways on Facebook. We did networking with the community kitchen. We did networking with Restore, Habitat for Humanity. It was incredible. We grew it really fast. And I fell in love with the junk removal industry as a result. I was actually in the groups in early 2021 asking questions, getting to know the industry. You can go back through and see I was there. Cade Swallow was a big one that helped me with answering questions on the marketing
Cade
side.
Swallow, Arizona?
Yes. Yeah, I believe
Yes,
so.
I recognize that. I know that name. I think I've spoke to him one. Yeah. Okay. Keep going.
So we were building it out. And as I became known in the groups for asking questions and then started giving back, the stuff that was working for us, started building, the know, like, and trust in the group. And so we pivoted from working with all home service industries in SEO, from tree service to asphalt to masonry to junk removal to now 2024, we are focusing strictly on junk removal, demolition, and dumpster rental.
Wow. Okay. So that is not, so in 2019, you started Blue Crocus. So it was always SEO, website, digital marketing, digital marketing agency. It was always that from the beginning.
Yeah, always digital marketing, always home service.
So did you start the junk removal company to help your friend because you needed money, because you wanted to try it out and see if you can grow it doing your skills? What was the reason you started?
Yep. So Blue Crocus wasn't able to support his full payroll. And so we said, hey, I'll put in the work from Blue Crocus for free, basically, to start this up, all the marketing and whatnot. So he on paper owned the business. I was the partner doing all the work in there. So, I would consider I did a lot of the marketing legwork, right? So we built that out, and he took it and rocked it. And it ended up getting to the point where it was so busy on the junk removal side. We said, okay, it's either Blue Crocus or Integrity junk removal for you. Take a pick. I knew he was going to pick Integrity, and I was thrilled for him that he would.
So, and is Integrity running till this day?
Still running. Yep. Crushing out commercial demolition and yeah.
So you basically ran the business, helped him out, and then donated him a business out of the kindness of your heart.
I donated him the business with the agreement that I could still use it for marketing Blue Crocus, right, as a case study, and I continue touching it with him to keep a pulse on what's happening, because it's right here in my backyard.
That's awesome, man. So let's pull up my questions. That's really incredible, though. So wow, you built the business, it's still running, and you've learned, and this is what I've learned. It seems like you've learned the same thing that I've learned. You can't run both.
You can't be a master of two.
If you're gonna take one business serious and you're gonna build it, you can't build two simultaneously. And I've realized that with Dispatch. And the only reason that people like Elon Musk, and this is what I've come to understand, and all of them can run 5 businesses, they have so much capital that they can hire and afford everybody required to run the business, including managers and everything. And they're the CEO level at the top making executive decisions. And it's like, if you can't do that until you're at that level. So if this business was truly like, if I had 5 trucks and 2 operations manager and all I had to do was make high level decisions, you could actually focus. So it's like, you can't do, and that's kind of the crossroad that I was at, is like, I can't continue to run this business. I have to sell it if I'm going to do Dispatch. Sounds like you did the same thing. And you wanted, it's always been Blue Crocus from the beginning.
Yeah, Blue Crocus was always going to be it. And so 2022, early 2022, had been about a year since we started it. We both kind of made the decision he would take the junk, I would take the agency. I was never going to let the agency go. That was my baby.
So, and you said you're focused on junk removal businesses. Do you only accept, because I have people from power washing come to my channel. I have people message me and stuff like that in case people like what they hear. Do you only accept junk removal customers?
So anybody can reach out to us. I'm building a network of agencies. Anyone can reach out to us. I will, if you're outside junk removal, demolition, and dumpsters, we may have a conversation, but it's likely that I'll refer you over to someone that is niched in your niche. I have an amazing guy in power washing. I've got an amazing guy in, I forget what the other one was you said, but I'm building on a network of people that I trust, and I've seen them get results because they've niched down again. And I think there's power in having a niche down agency.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if I were to go to a marketing agency who has no experience, maybe they have experience with home services, but let's just say they never did junk removal, I would not trust that agency, because you would burn through your ad budget if they didn't know that you had to have certain negative keywords like bag pickup, county, city, bulky item. There's negative keywords that just pop up that they would probably think trash, garbage, county, city, pickup would be good keywords, but because they don't have experience in junk removal, those are horrible keywords. When I first started my campaign, I was getting garbage disposal, where to recycle PVC pipes, and I was just blowing. So niche down, I absolutely agree, is very, especially in running paid ads where you need to make sure you don't burn your money. Absolutely. How long did you run the junk removal business before you transitioned out?
It was a year, and it was a solid year of putting in a good 4 hours a day on it.
Right on. And did you handle the phone calls, or was it just all the digital marketing, the websites, or did he handle the phone calls?
He handled the phone calls and going out and quoting the jobs. I did the website, the SEO, the backlinks, all the local.
Got him the leads coming in.
Yeah, all the PR. So we got interviewed locally and a few bigger interviews nationally as well. Stuff like that. That was me running that side of it. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so that answers all my questions about your prior junk history. How long have you been doing, I know you don't take YouTube as serious as me probably, but I bet you have plans this year too. Or maybe you don't, but how long you been doing these, YouTube streams and these interviews? Because I try to watch as many of your interviews as I can, but I've noticed you've been doing YouTube and streaming for a little bit. How long you been interviewing junk removal people or business owners in general, and doing the YouTube thing?
So started
real quick, congratulations on surpassing the $1,000 subscribers.
Thank you.
So,
Yeah, that's a big milestone.
That's a very big milestone because you're like, finally.
Yeah. So it started actually in the beginning of 2020. So I was going to start something here locally called Lunch with Lewis. I was going to take well-known business owners out to lunch. I was going to network with them. I was going to learn. I was new in business. I wanted to learn from them. Well, then we all know what happened in the beginning of 2020. And so it was literally like the week after I decided to do Lunch with Lewis that everything shut down. And so I took it online and I just started a podcast. I called it the Blue Crocus Experience, after Joe Rogan, because who can go wrong following in his footsteps?
I know, right?
And I just started interviewing people, and I used it as a tool to connect with people in the industry that I was in. I went heavily into asphalt at the beginning, and now it's junk removal, right? Going and talking to people that are well known in the industry, and forming those connections. So it's a platform for them. It's a way for me to get to know them better. And then usually we have a little bit of a chit chat after. And it's a great way to get to know people. I've gotten clients off it directly from the people that I've interviewed, and then clients, from people seeing in the group. So it's been since 2020 that I've been doing it pretty regularly. That there have been some quieter periods, but we just crossed, I think it's 120 of them.
Nice. Wow. 120 podcasts or interviews that you've done so far.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot. I'm on number, I think this is number 3. You're number 3. Lucky number 3.
I love it.
Yeah, you're number 3. And honestly, it is a much different experience, having to be the one to ask the questions than versus just
right?
ask. It's honestly, it's kind of overwhelming, but I know with more practice I'll get used to it. And guys,
it's a little bit more nerve-wracking, I think.
It's way more nerve-wracking because you have to listen, engage, and make sure you ask good questions. And I'm constantly thinking, what questions does my audience want to hear? But then I have questions that what I want to know, right?
Yeah.
So, but anyways, guys, speaking of that, we're about to dive into some SEO, some digital marketing stuff. You have an awesome past, awesome history. It's finally, I know a little bit more because I was always curious. So thank you for that. But guys, please ask questions if you have any. I'm going to jump into my questions. We're going to start talking about a passion of mine, to be honest. I have been on the computer for a long time, an internet nerd, tech nerd. So I am very passionate about a lot of things when it comes to the internet and technology, SEO being one of them. But I never got into SEO. I know the basics because I was building websites, but I know you're an SEO guy, a digital marketer. Before we start diving into those questions, how long Blue Crocus Solutions started in 2019? You have a mechanical engineering degree, which is crazy. When did you get into SEO? Real quick, actually, before that question, I get this question a lot sometimes. Still, people don't know what SEO is. Real quick, Lewis, just in case there's some people here who don't know what SEO is, real quick, explain what SEO is for a complete beginner coming from a blue collar, starting a blue collar business, does not understand computers? How would you describe SEO?
So SEO is an acronym. It's search engine optimization. And basically, step back from the scary term, the expensive term that everybody throws around in the groups, and look at it this way. Google is a search engine. They make money off people searching on their platform. So they're selfish. They want people to stay on their platform. So they want to only serve up the best results for someone who's looking for a junk removal business near them. So what they're doing is they're looking at all the millions of websites out there, and they're looking at who has the most trust, who best answers the question that someone at that time is asking, and which website is most likely going to be the answer for the person who's searching. That is what SEO, that's how the search engines work. And SEO at its core is serving up the answers and making your website be the one that Google sees as the answer for someone searching.
That's honestly better than I could explain it. At the end of the day, like he said, Google needs to make money. If Google gives you shitty results, you aren't coming back. You're going to
And everyone's going to DuckDuckGo or Bing.
Everybody's going to Bing or DuckDuck. And, so that's a great answer. And how I usually describe it too, when people want to know the technicalities of like, what is it? It's like a filing cabinet, and each record is a website, and they're sorting who goes first on who's the first result. And in order to get to the first page or number one, you got to do a lot of things, and we're going to get into that. So with that being said, and now you guys understand search engine optimization, real quick, like I said, you started Blue Crocus in 2019. That is, we're in 2024. Happy New Year's, by the way. So we're looking at 4 or 5 years ago, you started Blue Crocus, and you got your mechanical engineering degree. Where does learning internet marketing fit in that? Like, where did you learn internet marketing? Where did you learn SEO? When did you learn how to build websites? Yada, 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 yada.
So I mentioned I started on August 1st. That's the date I always say. The business actually was founded October. I think on paper it's October 18th of 2019. I first learned about SEO and digital marketing on August 1st of 2019.
August 1st of when?
Of 2019. So So
okay.
I bought a course. It was I say my first sale in
you
the
bought
business.
A course?
I bought a course.
Yep. You're a course buyer? No, I'm just kidding. Courses
Can you
great
believe
when you
it?
get the right ones.
It was a good one. It's the foundation.
How much did you pay for the course?
I paid $10,000.
Oh, you went all in. Okay. And so it was a
high
ticket, but it was a good high ticket. Okay. Keep going.
Yep.
That's what, okay. Wow.
Well, so it was 10,000 Canadian. It was like 7K US. So, but for me, it was 10,000. So I like to say my first sale was convincing Alyssa to take the money we'd save for a bathroom renovation and putting it into the carts.
No bathroom renovation.
That's what it was. It was a from zero to hero, buy your domain, set up your website, etc. on the whole thing. And I laugh to this day. I've told this on a couple podcasts, but the first domain that I bought, I misspelled it.
Really?
I misspelled it, bought it, and then went to connect it to the website and realized what I had done. And I reached out to the domain registrar, and I was like, I need to return my domain. And they ended up refunding me. I had this big sob story, and they refunded me for the domain. But that was when it started. I'd never done anything online. Of course, I'd browse the internet and use Facebook and whatnot, but I'd never set up a website or bought a domain before that. And so it's just been living and breathing this stuff. I went from, living my life to every second of my day that was spare. I was listening to podcasts. I was listening to trainings. I was listening to, technical deep dives into this stuff and really becoming a student of the game. And I still feel exactly the same way I did back in 2019 is what is a nugget that I can pick up to, help my clients.
Yep. Awesome. And yeah, we're going to dive into some of these nuggets, maybe that we can share, give some people some wisdom, give some people some knowledge, and what they can do to better, because SEO is one of those things, guys. SEO is one of those things that it's a necessity. It takes a long time to rank for difficult keywords. Okay. And that's something I want to be clear about is you could rank for long tail keywords a lot faster than you can broad keywords. And we're going to get into that, but let's talk about SEO. So just to go over some general knowledge of SEO, Lewis, if somebody was starting out and a junk removal company, and they wanted to start ranking, just high level, like give some basics, high level. Where do you start? Let's say they set up a website. Let's say not WordPress, because WordPress sometimes is too difficult for people. Let's just say they hire somebody to build them a website, and they don't know what happened. They're just like, I don't know what the fuck I have. I have a website. I paid $500. Maybe it's on Wix. Maybe it's on Squarespace. Maybe it's on WordPress. This person who doesn't know anything about anything, maybe they're going to come to you in the future, but like maybe they want to try it themselves first. Where do you recommend somebody? And this is actually a good question. I actually want to know what you would do, because I know what I would do. We're not going to talk about what I would do. This is pure. I want to know what you would do, and we're going to talk about, our plans together in the future. But what would you tell somebody if you were giving them advice on where to start, so they can at least start trying it themselves before, maybe they want to get an agency later? Do you have any recommendations that you tell people?
I would. Don't go on Squarespace, Wix, or GoDaddy.
You
Buy a domain. If you're getting someone to build you a website, make sure you own the domain. That is your ticket for everything that you do SEO wise. Your domain builds power over time by other websites linking back into it. We'll get to that in a second here. I don't know why I'm so washed out today, but it's just what's happening.
Yeah, the light is really bright, but it's okay. It's not.
I think I'm on the wrong camera.
Lighting looks good on your face, my man.
There we go. I switched cameras. We're good now. So
oh shit.
Now we're actually studio level. I don't know. That was on my webcam before, but buy your domain. Make sure you own your domain. If you're getting it built by someone else, that's fine. Some people don't have the ability or want to spend the time. Duda.co is my recommended website builder for someone. It's very easy to use. It's as easy as GoDaddy, Wix, or
Can I jump in
real
quick and continue what tips you'd give them? Guys, I have always pushed Wix, right? I know WordPress is easier, it has way more history of plugins and SEO tools, and maybe the language of HTML is in a way that is better, but I teach people Wix because it's so easy and fast. I asked Lewis, I was like, hey, Lewis, what are you using? Lewis told me about this. I'm not going to convert my website because that's just too much work. But guys, I agree 100%. If you're going to build a website, do that. I signed up, did the trial. They even have templates meant for home service business owners, which was so awesome.
They're really nice.
They have, this is the best $20, $30 a month you'll ever spend if you're going to do it yourself. So I do agree with him on this a lot. Or he's over here. I agree with him. So continue, guys. I recommend do that. It's great.
Duda is fantastic, and it's going to outperform Wix. It's neck and neck with WordPress in SEO tests, actually. So Duda and WordPress go neck and neck. SEO.
Duda and WordPress, and you've like seen these tests or whatever or
yep.
reports.
Yep. Okay. WordPress is going to be better if you have a bigger site or want to get really custom. Duda is going to be fantastic for a website under 50 pages, especially if you're getting started. Like if you want a few pages to get started, go with Duda. Do not use GoDaddy. Do not use Wix. Do not use Squarespace. Duda is going to be great. I'm not affiliated with them for saying that. We build sites for clients on it, yes, but that's because we've tested it and know that it works. But it's also easy for you to build. So buy your domain, build a site out on Duda, but then you can start. The beautiful thing about the internet is you can be massive within a few months on the internet. Now, if you're in LA like Andrew is, it's a little bit different. But in a lot of markets, you can start to really dominate online because a lot of the older local companies, they don't pay attention to their online presence, especially demolition companies. So what you can do is you build the website and then you start setting out all these other assets: Facebook, LinkedIn, Google Business Listing, your Yelp profile, Bark. There's a long list of directories that you can set up that have your company information, and they all link back to your website. So now all of a sudden you've got your domain, you've got your website, and Google is seeing other websites pointing back to your website. And what that does is it builds trust with Google. You can think of it like a vote of confidence. Every link back to your website from another website, it's called a backlink in technical terms, but it's basically a vote of confidence for Google. Not every backlink is created equal. We can get into that discussion here as well. But good, powerful, trusted websites linking back to your website, that's a really positive thing for Google to see and to build the authority of your website.
Those are some great. I mean, just alone starting with owning your domain, using a good website builder like Duda, and then of course, building out your website. Those are great starting tips. And I do want to dive into backlinks too. We will dive into backlinks and, understanding backlinks and all that stuff. But so if they were to set up their website and do all those things, the next most obvious thing usually is, building out those content, building out those pages, right? Like, hey, I do junk removal in this. Do you think, how important is I have a question right after this, chat GPT related question. So let's say you build out all these pages. I do junk removal, I do shed removal. How important is the content on those pages? Like, why don't you talk about content, the titles, the content? Like, how important is the content to Google? Like, is it a big deal, not a big deal?
So I'm going to step back to the pages thing. So a lot of people think, oh, I can throw up one page and, in 6 months, why am I not ranking? Google doesn't rank websites. Google ranks pages.
Ooh, that's a good
Google
way to,
does not
that's a good
rank
way to,
websites.
that's a
It
good way
ranks
to,
pages, right?
I've never heard it phrased that way. That's a really good. Okay, keep going. Sorry, that was so elegant.
Yeah. So, and I want you to take that, right? Because a single page, it doesn't tell Google everything you do, and it doesn't tell Google in a clear way. What you can do is you can have your homepage, and then you can have service pages for every single service you provide. There's 50 pages right there. And people are like, I do junk removal. Yes, you do junk removal, but you do appliance removal, you do commercial junk removal, you do estate cleanouts, you do furniture removal, you do mattress removal, TV. You can get super granular. And I would recommend over time, build it out so you have a page for every single service, every single type of item that you remove.
Yep.
Because then you can make that page the authority in your market for that specific thing. So if someone's searching for removing a mattress, your mattress page shows up. So you mentioned titles and whatnot. So on the page, when you're building out your content, get into the mind of the customer. What are all the questions they could ask about mattress removal or shed removal? What are the things that they want to know? They want to know about pricing. They want to know about who can help them. They want to know what the process is going to look like. You can go on Google and you can search for, typically this works best in like massive markets. So I use LA or New York City to try this, right? But you can go on and search mattress removal in New York City. What's going to happen is you're going to have your map pack, your ads, etc. And then there's going to be a people also ask section there. And it's going to be like 5 or 10 questions. And you can click on those questions. And every time you click on a question, it starts populating more questions. These are things that Google sees asked so often that it puts it right up there in like a FAQ section. Answer those questions on your website. Write content on your website that answers those questions. And it's going to be massive because those are the questions people are asking. And now you have an answer for them.
Yep. And about what he said, getting granular and having multiple pages, that was something that I saw everybody doing. And I also understood, like, hey, okay, if somebody types in appliance removal in Los Angeles, you got to have a page dedicated to that. So I don't know. You probably looked at my website before, maybe. I have over 100 pages on mine, and it took me forever. And I did not launch my company until I had all 100 pages done.
Oh, dang.
And yeah. So I spent 2 weeks getting my credit card machine, building the website, 2 or 3 weeks getting approved on Google Maps. I did all the steps prior. And that's, like, I was sitting there for 2 weeks, and I forget the reason why I was doing it for 2 weeks. There was a reason I couldn't. I was waiting for my shirts to get in. I was waiting for the
Might have been
credit
waiting for insurance because that always
I
takes a
was
while.
waiting. I wanted to hit the ground running, branded. So I used those 2 weeks of just waiting to get approved. I was trying to find insurance. It was just a lot of shit of waiting, and I did exactly that. Pages, and I built hundreds of pages. If you do that from day one, guys, try to. I know it's a lot of work and it takes a lot of time, but there's also a beautiful magic tool that exists today that I'm actually going to ask Lewis here, because I don't have the answer on this and I haven't cared enough to Google it. But there was no chat GPT, right? Can you use chat GPT to generate content, or will you get penalized by Google? Because how would they really know? So you have 100 pages, you could use chat GPT. Like, I didn't have to. I had to go to other websites and copy it and then change some words to make sure it was different, so that before you answer the chat GPT question, can you answer this one? I don't know the answer to this. I've heard it. Can you truly get penalized for copying people's content? They're okay at mattress removal. I go to whatever, junkremoval.com. I copy their mattress removal body text and I put it onto my mattress removal, and all I change is from Mississippi to California. You know, I just changed the location. Can I get penalized from Google if I just copy other people's pages? Text. But it's my everything else. The code is different. The everything's different except
all the
for
words are the same, except for, you know, your personal details. So go back to what I said at the beginning about Google is selfish. Google wants to serve up the best results for people who are searching, right? So that you stay on Google. If your website has the same mattress removal page as someone in Mississippi, you're not adding anything to the market. You're not adding anything new. You're not adding anything unique. And it's not all that useful because Google has already indexed it. You mentioned the little library thing, you know, and it's like, or a file folder.
yeah.
If that content already exists on the internet, you're not adding anything new. And why should Google index that? It has finite space as well on its servers, so it can't index everything.
Even if they were in a different state, and
Yeah.
you're like, so you do think you might be penalized?
It's
For sure.
so I don't think it's penalized. I think it's just not going to pay attention to it. So I don't think it's going to hurt your website overall. Well,
yeah, I don't mean shadow banned. I mean, you know, like you know,
it's
I
not
mean,
going to help you. It's not going to help.
Okay.
No.
And you think if you were to be a little more unique, that might help you?
I think it's 100% imperative that you need to be as unique as possible.
100% imperative. Okay. So my next question is now leading to ChatGPT. Can you use ChatGPT to generate content and not be ignored by Google because you're using AI? Because ChatGPT, as we all know, I have that tab open 24/7. It helps me code.
It's magic.
It answers questions that I don't fucking know. Like, it is I pay for the pro plan. Like, I have it as my shortcut button on my iPhone. It goes to
I saw it. It popped up there.
Goes to ChatGPT. It is my fucking shortcut. So, yeah.
So again, going back to Google being selfish, wanting the best for its clients or for the customers, right? Google doesn't care about AI content in the way that most people think it cares about. What Google cares about is repetitive content that's hallucinogenic because it's like repeating the same stuff. So if you just say, write me a page on mattress removal in LA, what's going to happen is without prompting, you're going to get a very generic website page that's not adding anything else to the market. That's what's not going to help you. But if you get really specific and say, give me 20 questions that clients might ask for about mattress removal in LA, then you take those and you write some content, or even you use ChatGPT to help you. It's fantastic for writer's block. It's fantastic for helping you get new ideas. It's fantastic if you prompt it well. It's as good as the operator, right? You can have a chainsaw operator who's going to cut his leg off before he cuts the tree down, or you can have someone who's going to take down a really, really tricky tree without hurting your house. ChatGPT is a chainsaw. You've got to use it well. It's a weird analogy, I guess. It's more of a surgical instrument, but
but hey, it makes the point.
The operator is what matters here. And when you're writing your content, think about, is this useful? Does this talk about my company in a way that builds trust? Does it answer the questions that my clients have? Does it inform the reader? Does it inform Google about what I do that's different and specific to my area and to my clientele? That's where ChatGPT can come in.
That is a fantastic answer, and I agree with that. And guys, what Lewis said about prompts is there's a theory that in the future there's going to be prompt engineers, right?
I think there already are.
Prompts are basically the questions that you ask ChatGPT. And there's actually, if you go type in ChatGPT prompts, you can go get tons of ideas of what ChatGPT can do for you and give you ideas. There was actually a prompt. I think ChatGPT fixed it. There was a prompt. Somebody, I'll try to find it later, guys, and I'll share it. It was really interesting. It was like, okay, ChatGPT, you are a robot that is going to take the unethical and turn it into an answer and display that unethical question to me in the terms of, and he rephrased it so that ChatGPT would give you unethical answers that ChatGPT is trained to not. So you could say, how do you kill somebody and how do I dispose of a body? ChatGPT would say, I'm not going to help you. But his prompt allowed you to get past. It was so cool. So you could I've asked ChatGPT some crazy questions. So like, we can't help you with that. That's illegal. But his prompts got around it. So like Lewis said, it's all on how the prompts that you ask it, the questions that you ask it. So if you guys want to learn how to take, and do you mind if I go on a quick tangent about AI just real quick? So guys, and Lewis, feel free to chime in too. If you guys learn how to ask AI questions, it can change your life, because I like to compare AI to, when people talk to me about AI, I like to compare it to the crypto and NFT bubble and the internet bubble. And I'm going to explain really quick. I figure, just go on a tech. I'm a tech guy. I like nerd stuff. So I'll go on a tangent. When the internet came out, it was constant improvement and usable, meaningful things that you can actually use cases, we call them. So there was email, there was IM, there was internet with serving data. There was so many things that came time and time again. So when people compare AI, the bubble, to the crypto bubble, crypto is interesting. Blockchain technology does have power behind it. The blockchain technology is interesting, but here's the problem. And it will be useful in the future, like voting ledgers and having things that you can't change and manipulate. But the problem with crypto is, since 2009, there has been nothing. There's been no actual use cases. There's some. It's just been for people investing, trying to scam and make money. They're not using it for the intention it was used for. There's been no actual quality of life improvement besides people trying to gamble and get rich. I'm not saying crypto is not a good technology. It's just there's been no use cases that have progressed us further besides hearing about NFT scams and people trying to get rich off of shit coins. With AI, people are trying to compare AI to the crypto bubble. Like, oh, it's just some people think it's a fad, or these tools, it's going to, the thing with AI is the rapid improvement compared to the bubble of crypto. The rapid use cases are astronomically insane. It is actually insane. However, there is a huge annoying subset of people on the internet trying to start AI companies using the buzzword of AI, band-aiding, patching ChatGPT, OpenAI's API, application programming interface, where everybody has access to ChatGPT. They put it into their app or their website, and they try to fucking wrap shit in wrapping paper. So there is definitely the buzzword phenomenon bullshit going on. But what I want to tell you guys is that AI is so fucking important that you guys learn it now. I don't care who you are, where you are, use the tools. You can literally generate the most insane art, like with a couple questions. You can make insane. It's incredible. I just wanted to go off on a tangent on AI.
It comes down to prompts again, like the art. I know a guy in the HVAC space who he spends 3 hours working on his prompts, and then it spits out an image, and it's incredible, right? But he's got like a whole page of things. Like, I want this, and this. I want it to be this camera setting. I want it to be this, and it knows, right?
Lewis, I have a video I want to show you later. Remind me. And it was this guy's. It was actually, he runs a digital marketing agency. So off camera, this is something I was been meaning to show you. Remind me. He used OpenAI and Zapier, and he did this crazy thing for his digital marketing agency. I want to share that with you later. It's really cool. Just yeah. So anyways, long story short, back to the original answer. Sorry guys, went on a tangent. The answer is, if you use it correct, it can benefit you. If you don't use it correctly, you're just going to get a broad bullshit paragraph, and Google won't rank the content. Yep. Okay. All right, guys.
And by the way, nitty-gritties with it. Get into the nitty-gritties, and that's where you break it down by what are the questions people want. What are common things that, statistics. Those are the things that you build out a really solid page from, 20 or 50 prompts to build out one page.
Got it. And the next question that I have for you that we're going to dive into, guys, and hey, I want to remind you guys, please ask questions if you have questions. I want to ask one more question of Lewis, and then we're going to jump into Junk Out's question. I'll have him answer this one after this question I'm going to ask him. We talked about backlinks. Can we talk about backlinks a little bit more? Talk in depth a little bit more about, you said it's a vote of confidence. What is a backlink? And then I want to talk to you about what are some, I'll just ask you the next question after you answer. What are backlinks?
So a backlink is when any website links back to your website. So when you set up your Facebook business profile and you put the website in there, that's a backlink. When you set up your YouTube channel and you link back to your website through the description of the YouTube video, through the, the place that you can put your website in on the overall channel, that's a backlink. Your Google business profile linking back to your website, that's a backlink. Anything that's linking back to your website is a backlink.
Got it. So in terms of SEO, how important are backlinks important? How important are they? Where would you tell me a little bit about in terms of,
Yep, content's the lifeblood of your the content is the foundation of your website. You've got the website and the way it's set up. Technically, that's the foundation, really, the first foundation. And then content is the ongoing foundation that you're continuing to build. That's what you build your house with. That's the foundation. Content is
king.
Content is king, right?
It's
It's
the good
the
old
three.
saying, content is king.
Content is king. And then backlinks are what build more authority on all of that. So backlinks, content, those are the two main things with SEO.
Yep.
Is
And
building
then,
good content, linking back to it from other websites.
So for somebody who wants to attempt to do SEO themselves, and maybe they're like, okay, I'm going to go attempt to do my own website, my own content. I'm going to use ChatGPT. I'm going to use it the right way. I'm going to build an awesome website. I'm motivated. Okay. You mentioned a couple backlinks. I can go, in my video YouTube, but I'm not a YouTuber yet. Where can a beginner learn to start getting? And I've actually seen you post citations of like 50 citations. We'll get into citations or whatever later, but where can a beginner who says, okay, I want to try getting some backlinks, where can I get my first 5? What can I do to get backlinks? Where can I go as a beginner?
Yep. So backlinks are my favorite subject in SEO, by the way.
Same here.
I've got someone on the team who's the content king. I love content, live and breathe it. But backlinks, it feels like when you can get a solid backlink, it's like picking up free candy. It's incredible, even when they're paid sometimes. But backlinks, where can you get them? There's many different types of backlinks in terms of categorizing the places you find them. There's social media. That's what I went through: Facebook, Google Business Listing, YouTube, Pinterest, LinkedIn, all of those. Those you can build profiles on those.
So that would be like a good starting point, is just hit all the social medias, get everywhere.
Yep. All the social medias, build them up, build a profile on all of them. Yelp, Thumbtack, Nextdoor, all of those lead aggregators, build out on all of those. Get on all the directories that you have locally. So you can literally just go to your town or city and look for business directory XYZ. List your business on those. You can join your chamber of commerce. Those are powerful. You can comment. You can actually, I did this for integrity and had some really good results. You can look for local blogs, because there's different ways that backlinks are relevant. There's the power of the backlink. There's the relevance of the content that's on the website that's linking back to you. There's the geographical relevance of the website that's linking back to you. So all of these things you can take into account. You can search for blogs in, I'm going to use Fredericton because that's my location. Blogs in Fredericton. You can find blogs and you can actually comment on some of these blogs. And when you make a comment, you can put your website in the link. And so it actually links back to your website.
Yep.
I got some really solid backlinks that way. It's a very commonly spammed method of getting backlinks. But if you can look for local bloggers, make an insight, read through their blog, make an insightful comment that's relevant to your location. For example, I chose one. We have a big walking bridge here that's very popular. I found a blog post on that, and I was like, I love that walking bridge. I run across it daily, or I run across it like almost every week in my training. And then I linked back to integrity junk removal. And that's a really solid link for us here locally, because it's got local relevance. The blog isn't that powerful, but it's got local relevance. You can also reach out to all your business owner friends. Ask them to link back to your website. Ask them to just put somewhere on your website, here's another company that we, recommend you check out locally.
So that's some great advice. And this is actually a great transition into the next question, because the next question from this person, which I'll have you answer in just a minute. Do you see that question on the screen, Lewis?
Yeah, I do. Yep.
So guys, this is a perfect transition. As you can tell, building 50 to 100 pages, building a website, getting backlinks takes time. You got to set up profiles everywhere. You have to go find the links. It's a lot of work, which is why most people hire an SEO company, because you're trying to grow your business 1,000 different ways. The last thing you want to fucking tack on is sitting in front of a computer doing SEO. So this is actually a great transition into when should you get, and I actually have my thoughts on this too, because when you hire an SEO company, no matter the price range, whether it's on the lower end or the higher end, when does it make sense to invest money as a junk? And this is as coming from junk removal business owners. When does it make sense to start doing SEO? Obviously, you want to do it from day one, but let's say you can't afford an agency yet. When is it a good time to get an agency? When should you start putting your money into SEO if you don't want to do it yourself?
So knowledge is power. The more you can learn about SEO yourself, the better. And I'm always happy to give tips, because one, not everyone is my client, and two, there's the people that want to do it themselves. I want to see them win, and that's almost more exciting to me than seeing people pay their bills every month for what we do. It's seeing people go out and take action on the things. So when is it? This is a great question, Eddie. When should a company start using SEO? I think you need to reach a certain point where the cost of SEO is a percentage that makes sense of your revenue. Unless you're coming in with a massive capital behind you, most of the guys that start junk removal are not. I think it needs to, yeah.
That's a good point. What you just said, if you have massive capital, would you agree that you should start from the beginning? I would say so. Yeah. If you have capital and good credit, and you got 50 G's in the bank and you're trying to start even 20 G's, 30, whatever. If you have capital, start from the beginning, but continue with if you don't have capital.
So if you don't, I would say a website is an expense that if you just can't figure it out, maybe worth hiring someone. We have several clients that they bought a website from us when they were first started, and then a year and a half later they came back and started with us for SEO, because it just didn't make sense for them to start with SEO right at the beginning because of where they were financially. Yep. But they went out and they asked questions and they did the things that allowed them to build it up. So when I think it's got to make sense financially, to where you're not leaning on SEO as the thing that's going to bring you jobs, but you're going out, you're networking, you're building out those free directory listings that I talked about. You're putting in some of that sweat equity. You can go really far just doing those things. And then you're at a point where you got a solid networking foundation, a solid systems of operations behind you, and then you can bring someone in. That's what I think, because we'll turn people away if I think they're too young in the business for SEO to make sense.
Perfect. I love that. Great answer. We got another question here, guys. By the way, we're gonna start transitioning. If I have any more SEO questions, but we're gonna start transitioning off of the SEO here soon and talk about the event with Lewis, and then ask any questions, because we're gonna talk about the event and then Lewis's future plans. So please, if you have any questions, ask them now. And I am so sorry, Lewis. You can answer this question if you'd like. I have to use the restroom. I'll be back in 60 seconds.
I love it. I'll run the show. I won't talk too badly about you while you're gone. So white hat SEO, Google wants to see new content every month. How often should you add content and pages to your website? So absolutely. So again, it goes back to Google is selfish. Google wants to see content that is relevant and applicable to people who are searching now. So even if you've written a bunch of blogs, you want to go back and continually update and upload new content to those blogs. So yes, white hat SEO, you want to be consistency more than volume matters. So as you're building out, find a cadence that makes sense for you to be able to do consistently, unless you're hiring someone to do it. So if you do 10 blogs today or this week and then don't do anything else for another 10 months, it would have been better to just do 10 blogs today and schedule them out once a month. Because what happens is Google comes back and I mentioned the indexing load that it has to do, right? So Google can't look at your website every day. It puts you on a schedule to where it's coming back and it's trying to learn how often you upload content, and then it comes back and crawls it. So if you're consistently doing it, that's much better than, bam, let's dump 10 blogs on and then not do anything for a while. So consistency is more important. And then if you can get quality content being uploaded frequently and consistently, that's where the magic happens. We're aiming for, with our Blue Crocus site, I'm building a system where we can add a minimum of 3 blogs that are like super high impact, informative stuff for the junk removal community every week. I know a roofer who's in 10 states and they upload 10 blogs a day. This is not like crappy ChatGPT content. This is really good human written content.
Human written blogs.
Human written blogs.
Yep.
Of course, they use chat, AI to help inform the structure and whatnot. But
Yeah.
summing up everything that I said while you're gone, it's consistency matters more than volume. Be
Yep.
consistent with whatever volume is sustainable for you, and make sure that the content that you're putting out is not content just for the sake of content, but it's content that actually adds value and builds out the value of your site.
Awesome. I don't know if I can agree or not because I didn't hear it, but I'm going to probably assume I do agree. While I was in the restroom, it was probably good advice. So guys, if you have any more SEO questions, that covers the basics. We went over content, backlinks, what SEO is. We're not going to get too in depth with like the intricacies of where, just wanted to cover the basics for this session. Maybe we'll do a more diving deeper one in the future, which would be
we
cool.
could do a whole hour just on backlinks, man.
Yeah, we can do a whole hour on building out content and what pages and what should the header tags be and how to we could probably do so we'll do that in the future, guys. But if you have any questions, ask it now. I'm going to dive into the event and kind of breaking down the event real quick. And I haven't announced this yet. So this is going to be the first announcement. You guys are hearing this. So I'm really excited to announce what's going on the event. And then I have my question for you, Lewis. What does the future hold? We'll get to that in a bit. But guys, I've been pushing the live event for a month now. And I wanted to partner with somebody, not like partner, but like work with somebody I trust, because I am no longer in the junk removal business as far as running a company. And I need somebody I trust to still help people out. I'm still going to always push content, guys. And I wanted this event to be awesome for my software announcement. And I'm going to be dropping some really cool content. I don't want to say what, but you guys are going to be mind blown by the content. But I wanted somebody to speak at the event with me. Well, I don't know how we're going to structure it yet. This is something I'm going to talk with Lewis in the next few days. But I wanted you guys to know that Lewis will be a part of this event. He's going to be, he's probably going to give a little bit of a talk for a few minutes or whatever about some certain SEO topic. But he is my partner on this event because I have a lot of plans with, helping you guys and working out a structure, a deal. It's going to be phenomenal. So if you guys want to work with Lewis, we're going to be making some big announcements at this event. I am also giving away I think it's like $11,000-$12,000 dumpster. And Lewis is partaking and helping me get the dumpster. He's going to be partaking.
Trailer, right?
Dump trailer. So he's a part of this raffle giveaway. And we haven't decided if we're going to brand it. Like maybe we'll put like my logo and your logo. You guys can rip it off if you want, but we're going to brand it with blue crocus, and it's going to be really cool. And it's just going to be a fun little giveaway. And Lewis Vandervalk is going to be a part of this. And I invited him to be a part of this because I wanted this announcement to be when I give away when I drop the software and I drop the content, I wanted somebody that I trust, that I can lead people to. And we'll figure out what it's going to be. But Lewis, I wanted to thank you so much for helping out. I know we're going to work out a promotional discount. If they do decide they want your services, I know you're going to help them out because, in all my videos, if I send people somewhere, I always expect them to be taken care of and trustworthy and at least some form of discount because I'm sending them your way. And I never ask for anything in return, guys. I don't do commissions. I don't do any of that stuff. This is literally, I'm giving away a dump trailer and partnering with somebody I trust in the industry. So I'm hoping this event goes like really, really big. I've got over 1,000 people on the wait list for the live event right now, over 1,000 people. I'm hoping we stream 500 live viewers. I'm hoping we hit a really good number, 1,000. And it'll probably be on StreamYard, just like this. I'll do my big announcement. It'll be just my face on the screen. And I'm probably going to set up a studio camera and I'll do this like cool announcement. And then I'll bring Lewis in. And Lewis, do you want to talk about, is there anything you want to share without sharing too much that you might be announcing at this event? Or you want to keep it all secret? Or is there anything you want to talk about and let them know? Because this video might get, 500 to 1,000 views. So just keep that in mind. The event, to remind you guys, is February 24th, 12 p.m. Pacific time, live event. It'll probably just be an hour long. And Lewis will be there talking about SEO, announcing some stuff. Is there anything you want to share? Do you want to? Yeah.
Yeah, I want to save a lot of the good stuff for the event because you're doing the same, and we
Yeah,
really want to blow people's minds. Think, if people were there, I know you and I both watched Alex Hormozi's launch,
yes.
and you're truly trying to embody that
Yes.
blow people's minds with the value, and that's why I was excited when you reached out, excited and honored, really, very excited to be a part of this. I've followed in close touch with the software as you're developing it. Um, I've even sent over some feedback from clients and stuff. So there's some really cool stuff that you're doing with this.
Yeah.
What are we rolling out? I mean, I teased it a little bit there, but all future SEO clients, all our current SEO clients are getting really, really granular ROI tracking. What's the value that we're bringing? What is the value that, is actually coming out the other end in the form of money, right? Because that ultimately is why you should be hiring someone. It's not, oh yeah, I've been with them 6 months and I think something's getting done. And so that's the push for 2024 and beyond, is how can we really granularly show the value, bring the value, and then outside of just SEO and websites, how can we lead our clients down the path of, hey, these are the people you need to be connecting with for referrals locally. These are the people you need to be connecting with for some of those backlinks that are really important that you can only get by reaching out to them personally, that we can't actually get for you. Those are the things that we're rolling out. There is a service that we're going to be bringing as well that I think I'm going to save for the live event, because it'll kind of
just save what you want to save, because I'm doing a big drop. I've got the only thing I wanted to tell people to get hyped is like a dump trailer. That'll get some
dump trailers are pretty big thing.
yeah, a big thing. But there's also some really cool stuff that I'm going to be giving away. There's going to be a lot of giveaways, guys. Actually, there's going to be not just a dump trailer. I'm going to be giving away a lot of other stuff, shirts, hats, work boots, lots of giveaway stuff. But the content that I'm dropping, I'm going to keep to myself. Lewis, I know, has some cool stuff he's going to keep to himself. So don't miss the live event if you want to be in the raffle. Obviously, if you miss it, you're still going to be completely eligible for all of the content that I drop, all of the content and stuff that Lewis gives away. You will not have to be there live, but try to be there live. And Lewis, once again, I want to thank you for trusting me and putting your name alongside my name, because this is going to be a blowout event. And, I'm hoping that we can give the community something incredible as I step out away from, I'm no longer in the field, guys, but I'm off the field with you. Okay. I might not be in the field with you, but I am going to be your cheerleader, man version cheerleader with my software. And he's going to be your cheerleader with whatever he does. So we're here to help you guys win. I'm trying to make a huge impact in this industry where it changes. I want people to be able to succeed, whether it's junk removal, moving, house cleaning. I don't care what you do. Junk removal is obviously our focus. That's my, it's my baby. It's Lewis's baby. So my CRM is going to bring some serious value, guys. And I'm hoping, I'm going to give Lewis a look into the alpha version next month himself. And remember, Lewis, understand it is alpha. It does take time to build, but it's going to be incredible, guys. I'm very happy with it as of it being broken right now. Like, it's 50% done. And I'm like, holy shit, this is amazing. So, we're working hard on it. And with that being said, guys, there is always going to be a link in the video description where you can register to the live virtual event. It's going to be streaming on YouTube. Don't miss it. And with that being said, thank you, Lewis. And let's go to my last question. And if anybody, I guess I'll just answer this one real quick. Just by being at the live event, you will be eligible for the raffle. Make sure you register, because if I have to send out an email for the raffle, I'm going to try to figure out how to do a live raffle. There might be like some tool where you can go get a ticket number and I announce the ticket number in the chat, but you have to be in the chat. We'll figure that out. But long as you register in the video description for the live virtual event, don't register for the in-person one unless you live in California and you want to come out. And by the way, the in-person event, I should say that real quick, live virtual event on YouTube, 12 p.m. PST. The in-person event, which is also free, is at 5 p.m. right after. And we already have 50 people fucking RSVP'd. 50
Sounds
people.
Like an after party to me.
Yeah, so this is and we're having it at an awesome location. There's going to be more giveaways at the in-person, not the dump trailer. The dump trailer is being given away to a random fucking stranger online. So yeah, with that being said, That's how you enter the raffle. My last question for you, Lewis, is this. I know you can't tell everything that you're dropping and what's going on, but you can try to hint at what is the future hold for Lewis as a human. Like what does Lewis want to achieve? I want to be bilingual, and build an empire. What does Lewis want to achieve? And what are your plans for the future of Blue Crocus Solutions? What is your vision, your mission? Just tell me what's up.
Absolutely. So my word of the year is foundation. That's what our goal is. What's the foundation that we build everything that we do on that eventually leads to impact for our clients? How can we bring impact? How can we leave an impact on the industry through SEO and websites? But that's not everything you should be doing, right? So there's a bunch of different marketing avenues that we're going to be bringing in. We're currently testing for clients that will allow you to get a bigger reach. Trainings on how to connect with commercial clients, trainings on video, trainings on all the things that if you're in there truly as a business owner looking to win, you've got the resources here, whether it's from us or we connect you with another agency owner, there's resources. That's my goal, is not to just be another agency, but to leave an impact on an industry, an unforgettable one. Personally, it's in 3 years, we're going to be moving, building a house. And then
Los Angeles?
Nova Scotia is our goal right now, actually. And I don't think I've told anybody this, especially not on a podcast. It's kind of something Alyssa and I are working on. I've told a few of my mentors, but moving to Nova Scotia, and then we're actually unschooling our kids. So we're going to be letting them, kind of follow their passions and creating the avenues that allow them to do that. Our son's 4 years old, and he's taught himself like basic math and counting already. So he's just interested in that.
That is awesome.
That's our goal.
That is one of my goals too. Is I really want to start taking that path as well. But that's incredible. So foundation is the word of the year, building the foundation of a platform to help making sure that people can succeed, whether it's your platform or referring them to a different agency. You just want to have that foundation to help people grow. That's incredible. And personally, that's a good 3-year goal as well. I would love to build a house too. I have a similar goal. It's not building it yet. I will build one, but I want to buy again. I lost my first house many years ago when I went through my first business, up and then failing and then, yada, yada, yada. But Lewis, that is incredible. And so we can end the stream. Ruben, he actually did answer this question. So if you play the live stream about 15 minutes back, Ruben, you can hear this answer. And anyone looking to getting help with SEO websites, you should consider. Oh, here's somebody recommending you already.
Love it.
Awesome.
Love it.
So
Appreciate you,
anyways, guys, I want to thank everyone for tuning in and paying attention. We've had a steady 30 people during a work day. For my subscriber count, that's actually pretty good. And I hope this video gets lots of views, Lewis. And honestly, for my third guest, I got to say you blew it out of the park, man. You did a great job. And I hope you guys like the questions I asked. I am not good at hosting. I don't know if I'm good or not, but I'm trying to do this so that I can, you got another praise. I'm trying to go on this podcasting journey so I can get promotion for this software and this event. There's always an intention behind what I'm doing. It's of course giving value, but I will never hide my intention with you guys. It is to sell you the world's best software, but it's also to sell it to you at 1/4 of the cost. So anyways, Lewis, thank you so much for coming. It's honestly been awesome. I remember when we did our first podcast a year ago today.
It's crazy. Oh, is it really?
So,
was it a year ago today?
Oh, no, sorry, not today, but it was a year ago. I think it was in December, a little over a year ago.
That's crazy.
Not to the date, sorry. But thank you so much, Lewis, and it's been a pleasure.
Big things coming, guys. Be there, be square. There's a trailer on the line.
Be there, be square. There is a $10,000 to $12,000 trailer on the line, literally. This is for real. All right, guys. Hey, I leave you with this. You guys, you know what I'm about to say? I leave you with this. Success is often covered in dirt, but so was gold at one point. Toodles. How do I end the stream? Shit.
He's panicking.